Jennifer Lopez, Alex Rodriguez taking us on an important and deeply personal journey this morning. Of course, that's to Puerto Rico, where they're helping the victims of Hurricanes Irma and Maria. And ABC's Linda Lopez, Jennifer's sister, is on the ground with them. Good morning, Linda.
Good morning, George. It was quite the homecoming for Jennifer, Alex, and I. Really an amazing trip. They both told us that they wanted to be here. It's the first time that we've come down since the two devastating hurricanes. Both of them telling us yesterday they wanted to lend their voices to people that they feel have been forgotten.
I stand here today in black doing the same from far away. And it's the same thing with here in Puerto Rico. We want to be treated equally.
As some of Hollywood's brightest stars wore black in solidarity on the Golden Globes, Jennifer Lopez joined in over 3,000 miles away in Puerto Rico, accompanied by her boyfriend, Alex Rodriguez.
I could have been there, but I wanted to be here. I chose to be here. I was like, okay, I'm here. I want you guys to know I'm dressed in black too, even though I'm far away in Puerto Rico.
The island ravaged by Hurricanes Irma and Maria last September. The storm destroying countless homes, leaving many Americans without power and running water, even to this day.
I'm a little bit scared to what I'm going to see.
We flew to Puerto Rico 109 days after Maria to see just how it's recovering.
Everybody's busy. We all have tons of things we're doing, and it was important for us to follow up and come down here and see with our own eyes.
This is the first time you have both been back to the island since Hurricane Maria.
When we flew in, we saw all the blue tarps on the roofs, which is an indication that the roofs haven't been fixed yet. We had high hopes that, it was going to be further along than it is. But there's still a lot of work to be done.
Tonight we are here as one voice.
Back in October, Jennifer and other celebrities raising $25 million in a telethon. On this trip, allocating funds to some of the island's most devastated residents.
I remember right when the hurricane happened and you guys were talking about the big efforts you wanted to do.
I would wake up and she would be crying looking at social media, and I know that you guys were looking for some family members and you sent security down here, and thank God that you found them. But look, one thing is to raise money, the other thing is to actually fly down here, feel the warmth of the people, see the beauty of this island.
We just want to be treated equally. We're Americans. We're here to kind of shine a light and let everybody know, like he said, we're in our first inning. We have a long way to go.
Hello. On the ground, we visit a women's health center responsible for delivering hundreds of babies after Maria. Equal health care access, a cause close to Jennifer and Alex's hearts.
It's personal to me because I come from a single mother, and I know how difficult it is to be a single mother with, two siblings, and she took care of all three of us. She had 2 jobs. I see Jennifer, who has probably, 10 jobs, and is the best mother I've ever met.
And this home of an elderly man desperately needing a new roof.
The home of this man still with a hole in the roof. We've got one of the blue FEMA tarps that's covering this opening right here. He has no front door. His door has blown off. It's actually leaning right here on the wall of his home. And they've been without power in this home since Hurricane Maria.
Overcome with emotion after learning some of the relief money will help replace that blue tarp.
What does it feel like to know that you can do that for him?
It's funny. You do what you can, and you hope it's going to help.
Through it all, amidst the devastation, this morning, the island is resilient and many hopeful.
So in one word, what's your emotional state at the end of the day after meeting all these people and seeing what you've seen?
I'm hopeful. I feel hopeful. I feel that they gave me hope.
And there's that Puerto Rican spirit that we know so well. And that was the kind of joy we saw all over the island yesterday. There was one woman in particular who really stuck with us. She hasn't had power since Hurricane Irma, so since before Hurricane Maria. We traveled home with her last night. Her entire community is blanketed in darkness. All you hear there at night is this constant hum of generators. And that's a pretty common thing across the island, where roughly about half of the people still don't have power and a lot of the water is still undrinkable. But one thing they don't lack here is resilience.
Boy, that is so hard to hear right now with that shortage of power still. I know you had a chance to drive all over the island. What were the conditions like generally?
You know, I would say slowly coming back. One of the things that really stood out to us as we drove around one neighborhood where there was one working stoplight, but the greenery is coming back, which wasn't here right after the hurricane. And one resident, the way he put it to us was, Mother Nature is recovering even a little faster than the Puerto Ricans on the island.
Oh, thank goodness for that, Linda. Thank you for that story. You'll have more on some of those incredible stories of survival and hope from Puerto Rico tonight on Nightline.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.